And when you rule for 70 years, you inevitably have highs and lows. We have talked about the Queen's life, legacy and family. Let's now talk about the controversies. First, the regressive family culture. Honestly, this was bound to happen. You cannot put a medieval institution in the 21st century, and if you do, there will be contradictions. In the Queen's case, she battled a lot of these contradictions. Diana and Charles were clearly not in a happy relationship. Their extramarital affairs were on most front pages, but the Queen ignored it, trying to brush all the toxicity under the carpet. In fact, the whole family preferred to do that. Diana would later speak about how she contemplated suicide, how she felt alone in the family. And that really boils down to the Queen herself. As the head of the family, it was her responsibility. Almost 2 decades later, history repeated itself, this time with Meghan Markle. She said she faced discrimination and loneliness in the family, all the pressure, all the expectations. It became too much for her to handle. What was the result? She and Prince Harry chose to resettle in the United States. Both these episodes reveal a larger problem with the family. They are torn between happiness and so-called notions of duty. Another issue many historians talk about is the Queen's refusal to apologize for the past. She has indeed admitted colonial crimes. She has also visited sites of British excesses, but she has stopped short of apologizing for them. In hindsight, should she have done so? After all, the British Empire was not some benevolent institution. It was ruthless, racist and vicious. If the empire existed today, it would probably be accused of crimes against humanity. Let me give you some examples. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre, the Bengal famine, the Mau Mau uprising in Kenya, all of these could easily be prosecuted at any tribunal. But the Queen never apologized for any of it. She may not have been directly involved in these, but she was the modern face of the institution responsible. So perhaps an apology was necessary. During her 70 years on the throne, Queen Elizabeth II was considered a passive monarch. She never interfered in British politics, but recently there was a worrying report. The Guardian reported that the Queen lobbied to change a proposed law in 2021. Now, why did she do that? The law would have forced the Queen to disclose the scale of her assets, all her shareholdings, real estate, everything. So the Queen allegedly sent her private lawyer to get an exemption. And if this did happen, it would have been a rare event. Most British Prime Ministers say the Queen never interfered in legislation. She did everything that the government asked her to do. Yet, this 2021 report will be a blot on her record. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.